Restore your health, be renewed. You gotta take control to see a breakthrough. You're only one step away from a life made better. A life made better. A life made better.
Greetings to all of our dedicated listeners of the Restore Your Health podcast. I'm your host, Laronda, and today we'll discuss ways to stay healthy, natural products for wellness, gardening tips, and how to choose an anti-inflammatory diet. Let me state that all content shared on the show is for educational and informational purposes only, not meant to diagnose, cure, treat, or prevent any disease. I'd like to start with a little inspiration. This comes from the quote, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." I couldn't agree with this quote more myself. It's true. If you want to know what your future will look like, you gotta start building it now. Don't wait for things to happen. Instead, you make the necessary moves to create the kind of future you desire to have. This will take resilience, focus, faith, and determination. Remember, nothing just happens. It had to be a vision before it was a reality. The time you invest in your tomorrow will reward you, so get to going. I hope this inspired you to act and begin building your future now. Well, let us begin by talking about ways to stay healthy. One of the best ways we can maintain good health is by guarding our thoughts. If you choose positive thinking and stay busy developing your gifts and talents, you won't have time to entertain negative thought. Believe it or not, our thoughts shape what we do. So protect your mindset. Other ways to stay healthy are keeping the body in motion. That's right, keeping the body in motion. The body was meant to be in motion. So let's keep moving, okay? And you can do this simply by doing at least 15 minutes of exercise daily, such as aerobics, yoga, walking, gardening, yard work, or running. Now, many people say gardening, that's exercise. Yes, when you are gardening and when you're doing yard work, you're moving just about every muscle in your body. Yes. So if you're mowing, if you're raking, if you're digging, if you're planting, you're moving around and you're moving every muscle in your body just about. Okay. So, and if you're out there for like 15, 20, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, hey, you've had your exercise in and some. So go ahead and get started. All right. The body was meant to be in motion. So let's go. Let's get to moving. So next we'll talk about how to choose an anti-inflammatory diet. Now, let's talk about that for a moment. Choosing an anti-inflammatory diet will help you drastically. We know that the human body responds to both good inflammation and bad inflammation. Now, good inflammation helps to restore and heal our body from things like cuts and bruises, while bad inflammation causes diseases like cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and autoimmune diseases, and more. The most surprising thing is that most diseases are linked to inflammation in the body. Yes, it all links to inflammation. That is why we want to help you to combat this silent condition plaguing millions of Americans. An anti inflammatory diet will help you do that, okay? Along with natural products that will help resolve this matter. The first thing you want to do is to eliminate foods that cause inflammation in the body. Foods like margarine, dairy products, red meats, and you want to replace these with healthy foods like kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, sweet potatoes, avocados, cauliflower, dried beans, berries, cantaloupes, green tea, and lemons. These are just a few, along with Young Living's natural products for supporting an anti inflammatory diet or regimen, such as the golden turmeric with mango rose. Golden turmeric is formulated to be absorbed in the small intestine, where the curcumin needs to be absorbed for the body to benefit. We also have the spice turmeric herbal tea. The spiced turmeric herbal tea is filled with organic ingredients. Spiced turmeric herbal tea is designed to pair with Young Living's tangerine culinary essential oils. So that helps, a combination of both of those combined will help you to reduce the inflammation in your body. You can add this to your favorite plant-based milk. Okay, and you can brew this together to create a variation of golden milk, a traditional Indian drink celebrated by Ayurvedic and Balance Complete. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Balance Complete. This is another superfood meal replacement that is helpful for reducing inflammation in the body. Okay, it's powerful, nutritive energizer and a cleanser as well. It offers the benefits of Ninja Wolfberry powder, brown rice bran, barley grass, extra virgin coconut oil, aloe vera, cinnamon powder, and our premium whey protein blend. So, wow, that's a lot, isn't it? Very beneficial. A Balance Complete is high in fiber as well, and it's high in protein. It contains the good fats, enzymes, vitamins, and minerals needed for a nutritionally dynamic meal. Balance Complete also features Young Living's proprietary V Fiber Blend, which supplies an amazing 11 grams of fiber per serving. It absorbs toxins and it satisfies the appetite while balancing the body's essential requirements. Our products and reduce inflammation to bring balance to your body. If you like any of these natural products, you can visit our website at myYL.com/Laronda Dawson. Next, we're going to talk about ways to spruce up your garden. So let's talk about a little garden tips. We're right in the middle of summer now. We're just leaving spring and we're entering in summer, which is the hottest days. We've had some 99-degree weather, so it's been very, very hot. So we all know that gardening is a natural remedy for stress, right? Gardening helps to reduce stress, it helps to calm you. It's therapy. Gardening is not only rewarding for your mind, but also for your body's health and your wallet. Yes, you can get the benefits of working out and yielding crops to help feed your family while saving on your grocery bill. Let's dive into some helpful gardening tips to help you get started. So let's talk about this. So if you are a beginner gardener, if you've never gardened before in your whole entire life, and this is your first time planting anything, and you're the kind of person that says that when you plant something, it doesn't live well, we're going to help you with that, okay? So to get started, you're going to start with some rich soil, okay? You want to pick a garden soil that will help feed your plants for the entire season. If you are planting in ground, make sure to condition your soil with compost and a good fertilizer. You can use mushroom compost or any other type of compost that you choose. Okay, so you can use compost like mushroom compost, and if you cow manure, you can use that as well. But I like to use the mushroom compost. Okay, so if you're doing organic, then you want to go with something like the mushroom compost. All right, and then you can do a soil conditioner that will help to condition your soil. If you have that red Georgia clay, then you might want to just use a compost, okay, in your soil because the soil is already rich anyway. Georgia has the richest soil on the planet for planting. Okay, and so you want to get that and then make sure that you have a good fertilizer. This will feed your plant and condition the soil. Secondly, you want to purchase seeds and plants that are proven to yield a harvest. You can tell if a plant is good by the stems. If the stems are firm and green, you've got yourself a good plant. If it looks withered, then you might want to leave it on the shelf because it won't survive, okay? Unless you really, really know what you're doing. But if you're a beginner, then you're going to leave that plant on the shelf and get one that's already healthy. As for the seeds, you want to make sure that you purchase a good brand. Okay, a good brand seed, something that's been proven, okay, from your local garden center like your Home Depot, your Lowe's, Petrie Gardens, or Proven Winner. Some of these are well-known companies that that have seeds and plants that are very, very healthy. Okay. Even some of the online stores, some of the online garden stores are good as well. So you might want to just, kind of look around and see. I've heard that this place called Johnny Seeds are really good as well. So you can pick those from any of those stores. All right. And I remember like years ago, the Ace Hardware stores used to sell garden seeds. I don't know if they still do that nowadays because I get my seeds from other places. But if you have an Ace Hardware store, you might want to ask and see if they still sell seeds because they used to sell really good seeds. Okay, so you might want to try one of those. Okay, or one of your local gardening centers. Okay, remember your plant will be healthy if the soil is right. So just make sure that you're conditioning your soil, you're getting your soil prepped and ready for your plants. Okay, next, put your plants on a watering schedule. With the hot summer days of 99-degree weather, it's good to water them early in the mornings. Okay, that way they have all day to absorb the moisture from the water and make sure that they are properly hydrated. Plants that are too dry will not produce a good harvest. Okay, so check your moisture on your soil on the days that are hotter and fertilize your plants biweekly. Okay, in the growing season. As for fruit trees, if you're planting fruit trees, any type of fruit tree, okay, you want to make sure you use a fertilizer like the 10-10-10 or the 12-12-12 fertilizer during the growing season. Start in early spring and finish in late July. Okay, plants need at least 16 essential nutrients. This is good to remember when you're picking your fertilizer. So you want to look on the back of your and make sure that it contains these 16 essential nutrients, and that's the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, potassium, nitrogen, sulfur, calcium, iron, magnesium, chlorine, molybdenum, boron, copper, manganese, and zinc. Okay, so make sure that they have those in 16 nutrients in the fertilizer when you purchase. And if you don't know what that is, like I said, you can look on the back of your fertilizer to make sure that they contain those. But you can get your 10-10-10 or your 12-12-12. That will be sufficient enough. And lastly, if you fertilize too late in the winter season, it could shot your plants, okay, and make them shut down. So make sure that you fertilize in early spring and you're going to stop in late July, like right about this time. Okay, this should be your last week of fertilizing. And then you're going to give your trees and a break until the next season. Okay, that's for your trees. All right. I hope these tips help to get you motivated and to get you started planting. All right, guys. So just remember when you're planting. Also, I want to say, make sure that you remember when you're planting. Don't plant in the middle of the day. That's a big no-no. Because if you plant in the middle of the day, it's hot. It's like 12 o'clock is the hottest time. So if you're planting new plants in your seeds, make sure to do this early in the morning, okay, so that you give your plants enough time to get well watered and to get established in the ground and to cool off before the heat of the day. Okay, if you plant in the middle of the day around 12 o'clock, your plants are going to wither and they're not going to have a surviving chance. So when you plant, just make sure that you're planting your plants early in the morning or late in the evening, but just don't do it in the middle of the day when the sun is beaming and it's hot outside. Okay, so if you want to learn more about how the body can naturally heal itself with the help of plants, herbs, and natural supplements, purchase my new book, Live, Sleep, and Eat Well. It is available on Amazon today. In my book, I talk about all the things that we talk about on this show, and I share helpful tips on how to live, sleep, and eat well. Okay. And that's what we want to do. We want to make sure we're taking care of our bodies, that we're living well, and that we're getting adequate sleep. Okay. And we want to make sure that we're taking little breaks throughout the year, take little mini breaks, little getaways, little vacations, just to get away and relax and to get you rejuvenated for the next year, okay? The next work year or school year for those of you who are in school. All right, guys. Well, that concludes this week's episode of the Restore Your Health podcast. If you like this video, click the subscribe button. Click the subscribe button and share with a friend. Until next week, have an amazing week, everyone.
Restore your health, be renewed. You gotta take control to see a breakthrough. You're only one step away from a life made better. A life made better. A life made better.